What's good, guys? Your boy, Mister Old Skool Ryder. Come back at you one more again on H.U.I.V Inside Voice live from downtown Atlanta with a special guest. I have as told by
MJ in the building.
what's going on with you today?
Oh,
What brought you on the show?
I'm just ready to just tap in with different entrepreneurs here in Georgia. So I'm here.
Oh yeah, I see you've been holding it down for like a very long time in Atlanta. Last couple of years, man, you booking busy for real.
Booked and busy, period. That's all you gotta be when you're here. Booked and busy.
Man, you ain't waste no time.
I didn't. I dropped off here and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna stop. It's nonstop. It has to just keep going.
So tell us what you do.
Jack of all trades, Renaissance woman. Say nah. I honestly do a lot of things, you guys. But the main thing that I'm doing right now is As Told by MJ. Featuring MJ on the Move. Basically, As Told by MJ is a place where you come and you pop your shit. If you're an artist, a makeup artist, if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, you pop your stuff. You feel me? And that's what As Told by MJ is. That is a podcast for you to come and you can talk your stuff and enjoy your life out here on my podcast. As well as I model. I host a lot of fashion shows. I host events. I'm your MC, your hostess with the mostest, the whole shebang. That's a little bit about what I do here in the Georgia area.
Oh man.
Just a little bit.
How did you get into that anyway?
Which one? Podcasting or modeling?
Pretty much everything. You do a lot. I thought I do a lot of stuff, but you do a lot of stuff.
I got actually into modeling when a long time ago. That's a long time ago. When I was living in New York, Albany, upstate New York. That's when I got into modeling. But when I got into podcasting, it went from me walking in fashion shows to me like being an MC. And I like to talk. I talk a lot. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just shoot my shot with it. And, started from the bottom and just took it all the way to the top.
Yeah, you do talk a lot of stuff.
I do.
I mean, I was going to say, talk a lot of ish.
I do.
In a good way, you know what I'm saying? You try to help the people out there in these streets.
I'm trying to just help everybody out and make sure that we all get it together. Like, I ain't going to see it. I can't teach you real estate, but I can teach you how to get it regardless.
Hey, somebody got to get it.
If you ain't going to get it, then who somebody else is, right?
So tell us about the podcast that you have. I know you mobile with your podcast, right?
I'm mobile. MJ on the Move. I'm always on the go. If you have a restaurant, if you are a designer, or if you are anything where you are outside or you have your own space and your own business, I'm pulling up on you. If you have a restaurant, I'm pulling up on you. I'm there to do my interviews there as well as put them inside.
Oh man.
I know.
Yeah, I've been looking at somebody told me about you. I'm like, you know what? Let me see what's going on. I always see you pop up somewhere. I'm like, who is this lady?
Yep, tap in.
She working.
I mean, I'm literally on go regardless. Like, my mind won't even let me not be on go. Mental health is really real. And my brain doesn't let me sit. Like, I could literally do so much and say, you know what, I need a day off. And my brain will overwork itself and make it seem like I need to do more. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's facts on that.
That's facts, period.
So what do you guys normally talk about on your podcast?
Well, on my podcast, I really want to be a squirrel in your world. I want to talk about how you are a big influencer here in Georgia. How do you take over Georgia? If you're from Georgia, what steps did you do to get your name out there? How to get yourself out there? Everything about you, I want to know on my podcast. It didn't get too mixy yet, but you never know. Just might have a little red table talk on there. Say nah.
Oh Lord. Well, y'all on there trying to start stuff.
Or maybe we just really need to talk about mental health, and mental health needs to be really spread around different places, and a lot of people don't talk about it.
Yeah, I do touch on that on my show from time to time. We talk about a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
I mean, even though this is a car-based podcast, well, we talk about mental health, fashion, fitness. I mean, I was in shape, but I got to knock down a couple, 20, 30, 40, whatever the case may be. But we talk about that every now and then. I can't talk about it right now. I'm kind of out the loop.
Oh man.
But talk about a lot of stuff, on the show.
Real. That needs to be talked about more.
Then we wrap it all up, talk about your first and favorite car, but we'll get to that here in a little bit.
I would love to get into my first and favorite car.
I know you got a story, but you blinging over here right now. You killing my life. God, you canceling my lights out over here, Shorty. I ain't mad at you, man.
I'm just chilling. I'm just catching a vibe with you, man. I appreciate you for having me on the show. I'm honored. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to have you on here for a little bit. We ain't going to be on here all night, of course.
Okay.
But how was it being in New York from the transition from New York to Atlanta?
Honestly, for me, moving from where I'm from and moving to Atlanta wasn't really hard. Meeting people is not hard. I'm an extrovert. I'm a person that like to talk to people. So I really never had a problem with meeting people, talking to people, hyping people up. I'm like, I could be the female Flavor Flav if I really wanted to be.
Lord.
Like, I can hype you up in a heartbeat. And everybody that knows that, know that. Everybody that knows that knows that. So, yeah, the transition wasn't really too hard. It wasn't really too bad. And I just went with the flow.
Oh, yeah, I love some Flavor Flav. Please believe it. Yeah, boy, man.
I went with it. Go with it. Flow with it. Shit gonna happen.
Yeah.
You can't look at it like, some people, I moved here by myself, me and my dog, in a suitcase. Probably had like $150 in my name. And I was like, you know what? I'm out. Like, I'm outside. Like, we outside. Like, I don't care what it's gonna take. We gonna be out. And that's basically just what I did. I just stuck my foot in there and just jumped on in.
So you pretty much moved down here during the
pandemic.
Yeah.
Right when the pandemic hit, when everything was getting shut down in New York. Literally shut completely down.
You got out of there just in time.
Literally, like, as soon as it shut down, I told my mom I was moving. She was like, no, you ain't moving anywhere. I sold everything in my apartment. I had an open apartment sale. Man. Sold it and did. I was like, yep, I'm gone.
You was over it out.
I was over it. I love where I'm from. I love it. Like, I love it. But
when's the last time you been home?
My mom recently got sick, and then I went to visit her for like a week. But she came and visited me. She knows that I'm never going back there. I'm probably never.
Oh, she saw Atlanta. Like, I know why.
She didn't want me to move, but I've been on my own since
that's
I was
mama,
legit.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but down south, you can live with your mom forever. In New York, you probably gonna get pushed differently. Like, you need to get a job, you need to get this, you need that, you need to pay some bills, you need to do this, you need to do that. So with me,
it's so high up there, you know what I'm saying?
It's so high, but that ain't my fault. I ain't asked to be here. So my mom didn't want me. She didn't want me to move, but I definitely got up out of there. Like, I'd rather do this now so that she can move with me. I'd rather her move with me than me to move with her.
She can spend the rest of her golden years and
with me.
Man, the mic literally dropped, but hey, it's all good, guys.
It's all good, gang.
Oh,
but yeah, that's just a little bit. I ain't going back. I ain't visiting no time soon. I love it where I'm from, but I ain't going back.
So you flew down here, man.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been to New York yet, but that's kind of on my bucket list. Just to be out there.
Go.
I was in Virginia like earlier this year for a fashion show.
Virginia Beach?
Not quite. I was in what the hell is that city? Petersburg.
I just was there last week.
Petersburg and Richmond.
Yeah. I went to the beach. I ain't go to the.
No, I already know. It's so hood out there a little bit.
It is. But what you think? You like that?
It wasn't too bad. They welcomed me with open arms out there. They let me go out there and do my thing out there. It was pretty lovely. Not gonna lie to you.
I'm trying to stamp that passport.
Yeah, I got to re-up on the passport.
I want to live a hippie life.
You will.
I want to live out of I see people that do moving trailers and stuff, and I want to do a moving trailer type home, and I just want to be on go. I don't want to stay in one place. I don't want to stay. I can't do it. Get bored fast.
I wouldn't mind. If my paper get like stupid, I just want to just pick up and just go. Clothes gonna be.
Why you gotta have your paper gotta be stupid for you to get up and go? Why you can't just get up and go?
Atlanta was a challenge already.
It was definitely a challenge.
I would never was gonna move out of Texas. I was done. I've been in Houston for a little bit, I went to. I've been to Dallas all my life, like 39 years. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. I mean, some things that happen. I can't get too much into it, of course, but the JOB said, hey, we got another position for you. I'm like, I've been fighting them for a while. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get that job real quick and come back to Texas. It's been almost 4 years.
Wow.
It took me almost 3 to get used to the speed of Atlanta. I know it sounds ridiculous coming from New York.
Because to me, I'm loving it. I love it.
I know Atlanta I know Atlanta is slow for y'all, but I've been to Houston before. But, I like the slow pace of everything. Atlanta actually, I got used to it now. It's all good.
4 years?
Almost 4 years.
Damn.
I know. I came here before the pandemic. I came here doing it was all good.
But it didn't even shut down for real.
Barely.
It barely shut down. Like in New York, and literally everything shut down. Like I stayed in upstate, and they shut us down completely. Like no clubs, no bars, no nothing. Like it went from like having 50 people to having 10 people to having no people in places. I literally moved here, and my aunt and them was so scared. They like, you just gonna come out here and just go out and party and parlay and do this and do that. And I'm like, yeah, period.
Yeah, some of my people was kind of worried and stuff, but hey, it's all right. I can say some parts of Texas was still open. I'd actually drive home. I used to drive home like all the time, like almost every 2 weeks.
Wow.
Man, I'll go through like, Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana, all that stuff. Man, it was like super duper dead. That it was like the world actually ended for real.
It did. I went to New Orleans actually. The year I moved here, I went to New Orleans for my birthday. That was the first year of the pandemic. They shut everything completely down. Everything was shut down. Like, I literally couldn't. Bourbon Street was so empty. It was sickening.
I saw pictures of it, too. I saw Vegas was shut down just for a little bit.
It's like, why? What's the point?
Yeah, I saw some pictures of Vegas. I'm like, I used to go to the West Coast like all the time back in the day. And I looked at the pictures. I'm like, I ain't never saw the Strip dead like that. I'm like, This might be real.
I did. I went there that time too in November, actually. So yeah, it was definitely dead. You're absolutely right. It was terrible.
Of course, Atlanta and Houston was still open.
I went to Houston too.
Wide open down there.
I loved it. My best friend, she actually got married in the pandemic, and she actually it was dead out there. I was like, girl, what are we doing?
Was it cheap enough?
The flight?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably like $200.
Man, that was giving away flights.
That's the best time to do it, though, right? That's the best time to do it.
I should have went ahead and booked some stuff like way out. I'm like, that's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Man, everything just sky high right now.
Is now? I think when I went to visit my mom in New York, it was like I spent like $5 on a plane ticket. And heart was hurt. And then, mind you, let me tell you, the $5 was Frontier.
Damn.
Frontier, they give you those. They only go to New York every, I think on a Wednesday or something like that. They don't go every single week or every single day of the week. So you have to get it on that day. Like, it's crazy. Like, I literally had a 10-hour layover, and I literally was so stressed. I had an 8-hour layover. I had all that. So it was.
How dare Frontier?
I got you.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
You wanted to grab some out of here? I said no.
Okay, yes, I'm back. One of the staff at the hotel trying to get some stuff. I think he's trying to jack me from a fan over here.
Yeah, I said no.
They be cooking up in this room, man. Y'all be seeing me sweating here every now and then, but it's all good. We ain't gonna be talking people heads off for life.
Period.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's good.
Yeah, he's good. He's so obvious.
Man, Frontier was 500.
It's like no.
Frontier just bought. What, they bought Spirit?
Spirit trying to buy Frontier.
Oh, it was one of them. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're terrible. I mean, literally like 8-hour layovers. Your layovers are so bad with Frontier, and they're cheap, so they don't give you snacks. You gotta pay for water.
You don't get nothing.
You don't get. Remember when you used to get like cookies or crackers or something like that, water, Sprite and shit. Now you want you can't even get a blanket.
Oh, that's fucked up.
You gotta pay like $10 for a blanket. Like,
y'all remember when I used to go to Vegas? I fly on Southwest. Man, that was giving away the house on the flight.
Southwest and Delta will do that because they flights and they give you better like pricing. Well, it adds up. So if you pay for a flight with Frontier last minute, it might be $5 or something like that, or it might be cheap. Say it's cheap.
Mm-hmm.
You still got to pay for your bags, every bag, except for your carry-on. Your carry-on can't not be bigger than like a small book bag. So you gotta that's it. Every bag you gotta pay for, even if it's going on the plane. Like when you bring it through, so let them check it, you still have to pay for that flight. Pay for that bag.
Oh,
so they are the amount is $50 for a bag. So in that case, you might as well just by the time you do that, pay for wine on your flight or pay for drink. Because I drink on my flight. I get lit.
Man, you might as well get lit before you get on there.
Every time I get on vacation, I'm like, can I get? Oh, it's time for ding. I'll be waiting for that light to go ding. Can I please get a drink over here, please? Some cognac, some wine. I drink.
Yeah, I used to kill him with that Sigma's ginger ale back in the day.
I love
like, hey, just bring me to it.
Just bring me like, man,
do it.
Water too.
It's close enough.
Just keep them coming. And now they want to charge you for it, and that's terrible.
I mean, one thing I used to hate when I used to fly from Dallas, you gotta go to Houston first, then you go to Vegas. I'm like, that don't even make no damn sense.
But I like Vegas.
But
I don't gamble though, so I guess it's kind of a waste for some people. But I love it.
Y'all stopped gambling like years ago. This was actually during the pandemic. When I was driving home to Streetport, they jacked everything up on the tables. Nobody wasn't coming. They did like a soft opening at the casino. Like, you know what? Let me go over here and roll some dice real quick. Mm-hmm. Man, I lost $200 like in 15 minutes.
No,
I'm like, I'm done.
Cold turkey. I'm not doing it. I don't like
never
gambling.
Again.
I will never.
I used to hit all the time. I was, I used to win most of the time, but I chilled out for like when was that? Before I went back down there, I stopped gambling maybe like 2-3 years.
Wow.
Before then, but during the pandemic, I'm like, you know what? They opened up for a couple of seconds. Man, it was like $15 minimum on the table.
Nope.
When it used to be $5.
I'm not doing it. I lost $5 my first time gambling. My mom took me to the casino. She couldn't wait. So as I turned 21, she brought me to the casino. I lost $5. Not 15, not 50, not 500. I went to the penny slot, lost $5. So
I ain't got patience. I ain't got patience for the slots. I don't have patience.
I don't like to lose money unless I'm spending it on food. Like if we in a casino, and you losing money, I could be upstairs eating. I could spend $30 on a buffet. Because in Biloxi, you go to Biloxi, you can spend $30 on an all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Virginia, you went to Virginia, you spend $50 on an all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. I can spend $50 on food, or I can lose or win. I don't like playing with my money. Like I don't like that feeling that I might lose my money, or I might get money. Like I don't like that feeling, so I don't. $5 my first and last time I've ever gambled. I don't gamble.
Done.
I mean, my mom was like, "Girl, we just got here," because she a gambler.
Your mom, she'll just sit there with a
she'll sit with a whole pocket full of cash.
Do she have I think she probably won't be one with the fanny pack on with change in there.
She do them slots, but my
she got dollars in there.
Yeah, she do them and the tables too. The tables.
Yeah, I'll be on the tables, man.
But I'm not playing with my money like that. Some people like the risk of I might get some bread, I might not, but I don't.
I mean, I used to have the patience. If the table is cheap enough, I'm like, you know what? If I spend more than 40 or 50, if I lose like $40 or $50 back in the day, I'm done.
Yeah.
It give me time to be patient with the table. Yeah. If the table's like $5. But when I did it like a few years ago, it was like 15. I'm like, man, money went just like that.
Just like that.
I'm like, damn, I didn't even get my damn. I don't drink, but I didn't even get a chance to get my drink.
Yeah, they didn't even come up
with the lady was looking for me. I was looking for you. Here go your cranberry juice. I'm like, I'm done.
Here go your cranberry juice.
I don't drink, you know what I'm saying? But I used to, back in the day, I used to kill my, like, just bring me another Pepsi. Bring me 2 at a time.
I don't drink soda, but I'll drink some liquor.
Yeah, I ain't drink soda like over 3 years too.
I'll drink some liquor. I mean, that's crazy that you don't drink or smoke.
I don't drink, smoke, or drink soda.
You's crazy.
Yeah, that's fun.
You meditate?
Nah.
You crazy.
That's what Auntie said.
That's all right. Like
I told her on the show like that for real.
Yeah, there was that story to tell. They ain't drinking. That's. I mean, not to say
I seen how they kind of transpire in people's life. I know I ain't saying it right, but
I
just couldn't do it.
I won't smoke no cigarettes or nothing, but I'll smoke some weed.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Y'all smoke y'all weed out here in Atlanta. I gotta give it to y'all.
Care. It's legal in New York, but it's not legal here. But I don't care. I'm gonna walk down that street and smoke my weed. If you can give me secondhand smoke by smoking your cigarette, you should not be mad if I get you high from smoking my weed. Like that's what I don't get. If
you walk down here, maybe what time is it right now?
Right now.
Maybe right now, maybe like an hour or two. You gonna smell it. Yeah. Because of the location
you smell it when I walk out this door. Like,
I ain't nobody finna play with you, man. You crazy, man.
No, for real.
Man, we know you on the Reggie Jackson.
Period. Okay. Mary J. That's where MJ come from. You know.
Is that what that means?
No, it doesn't mean that. I'm chatting.
Oh, that's your you ain't gotta say your name. Don't say your name.
I'm not gonna say my name because
that's part of your name?
Yes.
MJ, I was wondering.
MJB actually like Mary J. Blige. Oh, it's literally.
You do got the MJB look a little bit with the hat and the jersey on.
Hey.
Yeah, do that broke leg dance, whatever she's doing. Crazy, man.
No, for real. MJB is my initials for real. So MJ actually, well, damn, we didn't get to the cards yet. Do we gonna get into these cards?
Oh, you're gonna get into it right now.
Okay, cool.
I know also you're a bikini model as well. You model the hell out of them. I got to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Tell us about the event that you got coming up.
Which one?
The Car Show.
Oh my God, Car and Bikini Show. It's going to be August 27th, actually. But this Sunday, it is the casting for it. It's the casting. It's the networking. It's the panel. Is this Sunday for photographers, designers, entrepreneurs, models. Everybody needs to be there. And you need to tap in with Little Brown Book. Dang, y'all. The Little Brown Book, that's the place where you need to be to tap into this event this Sunday. Like, you don't want to miss it. As well, tomorrow I have a pop-up shop, too. You don't want to miss that either. You always love a pop-up shop.
I mean, if I don't oversleep coming from work, let me see if I can pull up.
Come on, just don't pull up. You know what I'm saying? You never know who you meet. You have to pull up. You got to network and meet people. So, yeah, that's
I've been out there networking a little bit in Atlanta. It took a whole lot for me to be out there like that.
You introvert. What's your sign? Libra?
No, I'm Pisces. Don't start.
I don't know enough Pisces to talk.
I know they be talking so much shit about us for no reason, man.
But me personally, if I never I probably encountered a Pisces, but not long enough for me to know a Pisces.
No, we're good folks, you know what I'm saying?
So I can't talk about, but you give them very much introvert vibes where you like to be in the crib and stuff like that. So it can be very hard for you to go out.
I mean, I like being outside. I ain't gonna lie, but I like avoiding certain. It gotta be a certain vibe for me. If I feel. I can feel the room real quick. I can see stuff developing.
Y'all go to networking events. That's why you gotta come to the power shop. You gotta go to the networking events.
I mean, I got quite a few pictures on it. I got to upload some other stuff, but I've been outside.
I'm
outside, but so let's go ask a few other questions before we get up out of here. So, what's your first car that you had coming up out there in New York?
1990 Toyota Corolla. Miss MJ, that was her name.
Oh, the little short Corolla. Okay.
Very much short Corolla.
What color was it?
She was so dingy. Oh my God. She was she had 5 colors to her. She had a little string that hung out that was holding mad shit in my car together. Huh? It was a string, not a string, but a wire.
Oh my God.
I used to call it her little tongue. And my passenger seat driver doorknob was broken. I got her for $700. It was my first car.
Cheap.
She was cheap, but let me tell you, she was the best car I ever had.
Man, that's cheap transportation for where you were from.
Cheap transportation, but she got me through so much. I actually adopted her name. I never went by MJ until I lost my car.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What kind of story you got for us right now? What kind of
inspirational. I ain't gonna make it too long, but inspirational story. But MJ, her name was MJ Mary Jane. That's when I smoked mad weed, mad heavy. Granted, I smoke now, but not as heavy. And my car was just my place for you to smoke, so I used to call it Mary Jane.
Oh, you
MJ.
had the smoking car.
I did.
Oh,
I used to make my friends respect her and be like, yo, we're MJ. Call my car by her name. You feel me?
That's hilarious.
They had to call MJ by her name. And
she's an angel, y'all. Look.
MJ is an angel. MJ is an angel. My car is amazing. She I went through just a rough patch in New York, and I ended up not having a place to stay. And she was my place to stay, and I stayed in my car like in below like 3 degrees, and she was so old, like you couldn't sleep with the car on.
Oh yeah, it wasn't insulated like that either.
Right, it wasn't insulated, so I had to like sleep. And then what I first would do is warm it up real hot, make it mad hot, and then turn it off because I couldn't let it run all night. So I had to turn it on, let it get hot, sweating hot, and then turn it off. Did you
do a blanket on?
Yeah, and then throw a blanket on.
You was out.
I was asleep, knocked out, because it's cold, but you can't keep it running because it's old as shit. And so she got me through the toughest time of my life. And when I had to pass her up, I cried. I'm like, oh my God, my mom like, you gotta get up this old car. I'm like, no, I couldn't get up. MJ, I'm at the freaking dealership. They like, we'll take your car. They didn't even give me like $100 for my car. She was there.
Pushing off the cliff.
They was, and I cried so much when I gave my car because she held me down in the toughest time of my life. And I was so young. I didn't know what I was gonna do or how I was gonna make it. I was just living an adult life at 16. And so I just didn't know where I was gonna go, but my car was always there. And she never gave up on the bitch. Waking up every night. I mean, I was homeless for a little second. It wasn't years, but it was definitely a smooth 3 weeks, and it was too long. And I didn't know what to do. And my car just held it down. Waking up, just trying to figure out sleeping and waking up, sleeping and waking up. I get cold as hell. I gotta wake up, turn your car on, heat it up, go back to sleep for a couple hours, wake up, turn it back on. She never died on me.
What?
It took me $15 to fill her up. And so it was just, she was my baby.
$15, man, that's a dream right there.
Oh my God, my car insurance was $100. What? Because I paid the car off. It was $100. And she was old. So with old cars like that, you hit it. Some people don't give a fuck, so they gonna give you it cheap. They don't care if they hit their car because if it's cheap to get parts for it. So they didn't care. I didn't care, and she held me down. I never wrecked her. Never had a car accident with that car, but I did have a car accident with my new one.
Oh Lord.
With my old one, nah. But shout out to MJ. That's my baby. I adopted her name when I got into some trouble. And I changed all my name on all my social media platforms to MJ because her name was MJ and it was easy for me to remember. Right. And that's how I got MJ. That is actually the story behind MJ.
Yo, those are Corollas. They bulletproof.
Yo,
I got you by quite a bit of years, but I used to sell Toyotas back in.
Toyotas is lifesaver.
I was in the car business from 99 to 07. Y'all was in the car business. It stole my 20s.
Yep. Toyota Corollas literally last forever. Toyotas, period, last forever. Come on. That shit was.
That's facts on that.
Yeah, that was my first car.
Yeah, I slept in. Actually, when I moved out here, I slept in my car for over a year.
Yeah.
For 14 months.
Yeah, I couldn't do that here.
It was a diesel, so I can leave it on all day.
Couldn't do it.
Man, I still got that. I got another car now, but I still got that Jetta. Man, that heat blows so damn hot.
I ended up losing my car here, but I never was sleeping in my car here. I just don't trust people. These homeless people will break in your car in a heartbeat. See your little cute butt.
Now somebody try to open a door. I can't say on camera, but they know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I'm sleeping in my car.
They know what it is.
I was in New York. I'm in the freaking park. The dude going up the around the park. The park is like a circle.
Yeah.
He going around pulling people doorknobs to make sure whose doorknob is open so he can rob the car. Because that place was where doctors and stuff was staying. I'm sitting in my car laying back. He opens up the door. We immediate eye contact. I was so scared. I was like, you know what? Yeah, no. That's when I realized that, yeah, no. I'm not going through that shit. I'm not doing it no more.
Yeah, even when I was on actually down the street at the McDonald's on MLK.
Yeah.
No, I was taking a nap real quick. I was gonna go back on to Texas real quick.
Can't say scary?
No, you know the Walmart that down the street?
Yes, I live by MLK.
It's a Chick-fil-A, Walmart. It used to be a McDonald's before. It's that man that sell the books. That McDonald's. Yeah. No, I was taking a nap for a second. One of the guys tried to open the door. I'm like, nigga, is you crazy?
Oh, yeah.
You don't see what's over here?
They don't care.
I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, oh, man, don't do that shit no more.
That shit is not for the weak, period.
Then I had another incident when I was driving through. I mean, I stayed in Buckhead, basically. There's no secret. I was when the pandemic first started, when people was breaking in at the mall.
Yeah.
I would driving to work. Yeah, somebody trying to come up on a car. On my Jetta, my whole car is tinted black, windshield and everything. But I had my window cracked just a little bit. One of the youngest said, "Oh shit, I'm sorry, OG. I ain't know."
Period.
No, I had it sitting over there in the seat. I'm like, OG, my bad, OG. I'm like, y'all better cut that out. Period. So before we go, what is your favorite car that you may get one of these days, or you might have had already?
My favorite car is a old school buggy with the trunk in the front and the engine in the back. That is my dream car.
Really?
Yes. I already know.
Man.
I want one so bad, and I really want it to look that old. Like I want that old school buggy. I don't want the new school one. I literally want the trunk in the front and the engine in the back, old school buggy, and an F-150. I love my pickup trucks.
Oh, you cool. You all right.
I want an F-150 so bad. I want to be like, vroom, vroom.
You like vroom, vroom.
Big tires on it.
Oh, man.
Big tires on that. Both of them is my dream cars.
Oh, yeah. Y'all like y'all trucks out there in New York. I forgot. Y'all like that big old trucks.
Because it snows and stuff. When it snows, it's like terrible. Like, get through it. Can't get through with no small car because all that snow won't eat your car at the bottom up. So you definitely need a big car, big tires. But I learned that from down south. My uncle lived in Alabama, Mobile, and he would take me to the country. My mom used to send me to the country all the time.
Oh, man. They good for that shit.
So country riding, I love it. I'm like, yeah, I need me a pickup truck, period. So, yeah, that is my dream car, my buggy, and my F-150. Period.
So, since you have a big social media presence, how you go about using our social media as a marketing tool for yourself? How you go about doing that?
Connecting with the right people and deleting the people that's negative. I connect with a lot of people on my social media, but if it's too much drama, I delete you. And I stay networking with the people that's on business time and busy time. And I look, social media, I learned this a long time ago. It's what you make it. It's what you like. If you see nothing but straight drama, that's because that's all you following is straight drama. But if you following straight networking, motivation and stuff, that's what you're going to get. So I use that as a advantage. Like, I don't want to see nobody crying about their baby mama on live and on drama because of their live and their life and stuff like that. Every time they crying on there, I'm deleting you.
Boy, I got the most views on it. So I'm like, damn, you crying again?
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
Took your ass back over there.
But you sat down, you took your phone, you prompted up.
So nicely.
And then you said, in front of the camera.
I can't believe this.
I mean, you was fine when you was sitting that phone. I know your mindset was not sitting up there crying and putting that phone. You put that phone up.
Perfect, too.
Perfect.
With the angles and everything.
I'm going to just wait till more people come on here because I'm going to tell this story.
They love some drama, man.
They love drama. If you follow it, you're going to see it. Follow networking people that's doing business shit, people that's about that bread, like people that's about that motivation. So
yeah, I used to network like pretty good back in the old days before the internet, but recently in Atlanta, man, y'all networking for real out here.
I love to talk to people. I love it. I go all by myself. I created my career. I didn't have a manager. I didn't have no help. I moved here. I didn't know nobody. I didn't know anybody.
You just got out there in the field.
Yeah, I moved here. I found a spot, paid up my rent for a couple months so I could stay there, and every night I was on demon time. Like I literally was on demon time. I was like, yo, I'm gonna book this. I'm booking this. I'm booking this. I was booking it up and by myself. Like, yeah, you gotta network. Like, period. Man. You have to network. You can't sit in the crib. It's not gonna come to you, and then you ain't gonna be able to follow your dreams if you sit in the crib.
Yeah, you can't sit with your hands and stuff. It's just not going to work.
You can't.
So this is gonna be the next to the last question. What would you suggest for somebody? You probably already answered that question. What would you suggest for somebody that want to do what you do?
Believe in yourself. I mean, when things go left and things go like terribly wrong, like when I first started my podcast, I used to like run into not having enough storage. Phone would die. I deleted interviews. Had to re-interview people. I had to do so much that I went through. But you can't give up on it. If you really want to do it, keep doing it. Like, it's not gonna be perfect. God ain't gonna give you something without giving you that battle to prepare you to what's something bigger that's coming. So you have to just keep pushing forward. Keep loving love your craft. And if you want to change it, it's okay. Because I went from modeling to doing podcasting and talk shows and stuff like that. So if you find something that you're passionate about and you feel like you're not passionate no more, but you want to try something else, do it. Do it. That's what I would give you as advice, but never give up on you. Like, never give up on what you want.
You stay booking busy. I gotta give it to you.
Period.
Gotta give it to you. What's your final thoughts at this time?
My final thoughts, what I would call it on my podcast is my inspirational vitamin, your daily dosage, is to keep moving forward. Keep pushing forward. Like, when your heart is heavy, that's when you push forward the most. When you don't feel like doing it, like, damn, I really don't feel like doing this interview, but I gotta go. Do it. That'd be the best interviews I've ever done. The ones where I've had the worst day, probably a flat tire, probably lost money, probably forgot something. I had a fucking interview. I bought a bottle of wine. It was a cork bottle. Couldn't even pop the cork. Like, so much is going to happen. But that's when you go and you keep. That's the best interviews, when shit go left. When the whole day is so bad. You wake up in that morning, you're like, damn, it's about to be a day.
Yeah, once you get done with that interview, it takes a whole lot off your chest.
Yeah, or like, just
woo!
Or you realize in your mind, this is what this is my motivation. Why would I fuck it up? Because of what happened during the day. This ain't had nothing to do with this. What happened earlier, because I messed up and caught a flat or something like that, I'm still here.
Yeah, sometimes the other person that's watching the show, they might need that. Yeah. What you call a daily vitamin to nourish them a little bit.
That. You take it in, you take your vitamins in, and you keep going with your day. But you can't give up. Like, you don't give up, period.
I was gonna say, you did. Hey, man. I mean, we're going to do some more stuff here in the future, but y'all had to get you on here just for a little bit. But other than that, man, Mister Old Skool Ryder and as told by
MJ
coming through on Hey You Should Inside Voice, live from downtown in Atlanta. The people that know, they know where I'm at, but y'all got to figure that out yourself. Don't forget what's your social medias and everything?
Oh, follow me on all social media platforms. Your girl MJ, YA, because some people say it weird. Your girl MJ _ simple, right? As told by MJ, not ass. Because people be getting that wrong. I don't know. As told. Like, if you saw as told by Ginger as a little jit, then you know as told by MJ. AS told by MJ _ You can find me on YouTube. Oh, I dropped my interviews on Hip Hop Network TV. So you can tap in with Hip Hop Network TV. It's free to subscribe. You'll see me right there.
Don't cost you nothing.
It don't cost you anything to free register Hip Hop Network TV. It's an app. It's a website.
As long as you pay your phone bill, it won't cost you nothing.
It won't cost you nothing. If you're on Roku, Hip Hop Network TV is about to drop on Roku, so you can tap in with the gang. You know you're gonna want that interview, you want that exclusive, so tap in with your girl.
Yeah, and also I was allegedly supposed to be on her show next week.
Next week, next Tuesday.
We're gonna see, guys.
Ain't no allegedly. Why you say allegedly?
Hey, you know.
Listen, ain't no allegedly.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull up.
And pull up.
I'm gonna be solo dolo. I ain't got no gang, but you know, y'all gonna see me.
I have you some veggie smoothies.
Don't put no bananas in there.
Wow.
I don't eat bananas either. But y'all picky. But other than that, Mister Old Skool Ryder. Follow me on IG and YouTube on MisterOld SkoolRyder. Instagram and YouTube the same, of course. But the Twitter is OLD _ Ryder, RYDER. It's a little graphic on it. I'm not fucking. That's not me. It's just people I know. But you know, I do interview people on the sex side as well, of course.
Love sex.
But other than that, you know, I give their side of the story about the industry and everything else. But yeah, just click the link.
Like and subscribe. Tap in with my guy.
We out this thing.
Peace.
Oh yeah, we got representing D-Town, Dallas, the real D-Town.
New York was good.
All right, let me shut this down. Yes.